Now, I've been hearing a lot of chit-chat about this film, Don't Worry Darling, directed by, you gotta wait for this one because I'm so excited to talk about this, Olivia Wilde. She's an actress and she's an activist. Holy hell! Oh, the two words that make me cringe. If I went to Catherine Bigelow's let me just type in Bigelow, as in Deuce Bigelow. Come on, let's have a look. Catherine Bigelow, right. I wonder what they say about her when I look at her. Look, a very talented painter, Catherine spent 2 years at the San Francisco Art Institute. At 20, she won a scholarship to the Whitney Museum's Independent Study Program. In other words, a woman who has earned her way to being one of the best female action directors out there. She gave us Point Break. She gave us Near Dark. She gave us The Hurt Locker with my mate Jeremy Renner. So, that's what I expect to see. The good old days when you pick up someone's profile via a magazine or obviously the internet now, and that's what you read. I don't want to hear an actress and an activist. No one gives a shit about your activism, Olivia Wilde, especially Shia Labeouf, who apparently was removed from this film, Don't Worry Darling, which I thought was hilarious. Shia Labeouf is an interesting dude, actually, because he's not long ago converted from Judaism to Catholicism, so I thought that was very, very interesting. Maybe from what I've seen of his short interviews with John Bernthal, that he felt suppressed from his previous religion. I've got to watch that video a lot more, but that's the impression that I get anyway. And this is a story that just gets wilder and wilder. Of course, I'm saying that with no pun intended, Olivia. But what's really great, she was engaged to Jason Sudeikis, one of my favorite funny men. And actually, ex-fiance married. No, they are definitely, they weren't married. They were just, they were ex-fiancés and fiancés of each other. But she was at CineCon this year, and she was served these custody papers on stage, and I thought that was hilarious. Sudeikis said that he had no idea that she was going to be presented with those custody papers that way. I think he knew, actually, but what great timing, and he serves her right. She seems like an insufferable cow. What a shame, because I liked Olivia Wilde. I liked Booksmart. I thought she did a great job directing that film. She was good as Alex in The OC when she was shock horror, she was a bisexual pretty girl in Orange County, snogging Misha Barton's face off. Oh my god, terrible. And then she was in Tron Legacy, and she had no problem looking sexy in that film, did she? So yeah, this whole thing with this movie is pretty hilarious. There we go. So that's the moment she was on stage, and then Jason Sudeikis served your papers, love. So that was pretty funny to see her shocked reaction there, her pretend shock reaction. If we go over to Rotten Tomatoes, now I'm not sure when this film is being released. I'll show you a bit of the trailer in a minute, but so far, based on 44 reviews, this film has scored 43% with the critics. So let's just have a quick read and see what people say. So David Poland of the Hot Button, Don't Worry Darling lingers in what it seems to think is its strength for 2 full acts, and once the twist lands, its exploration is so meager that there is little scraped from the bones of the ideas. The entire film is a good first act of another movie. That's interesting. Don't Worry Darling is ripe with worry, a puzzle in which its pieces don't quite fully fit, as its inconsistent third act reveal will leave cinephiles wondering what could have been. Don't Worry Darling might have passed as mildly provocative in the 90s before The Truman Show opened the escape door and Neo took the red pill. But the Wilde's film grafts these ideas to a pedestrian you go girl template that sadly feels all too basic in its feminism. Written by a female called Tomris Lafley. And she's a top critic, apparently. Well, there you go. Now, if she's criticising the film, and by the way, it's coming out in theatres on September the 23rd, at the birth date of Bruce Springsteen, of course. That's at 2 hours and 2 minutes. But of course, oh God, we got to talk about this incident relating to the movie. This film has had some really bad publicity. It was at the Venice Film Festival not too long ago. Florence, pew 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 pew, is not going to be attending the premiere for reasons that we're about to find out. So, if you guys aren't aware of this incident, I wasn't until a few days ago, but I've got to blow this one up here and just show you in its glory. So this is a moment where Olivia Wilde, in a ill-advised dress, which girlfriend I would send back to the shop and get a full refund. Chris Pine in the middle, looking a bit hippie-ish with his long hair and don't know, maybe that was the hair that he grew for the Dungeons and Dragons film, maybe. And this is Harry Styles. I cannot stand this guy. I don't know why people find him attractive. He's a poor man's Mick Jagger in my books, and he just has the worst taste in fashion. I mean, the guy likes to dress in women's clothes and gets a kick out of it. Even his mum had to jump to his defense. If I wore ladies' clothes and walked around the public, my mum would actually have second thoughts and would be genuinely worried about me. So don't worry, Mum, I'm not that way inclined, but I think you already know that. So watch this and see what happens.
Watch the original clip again to fully understand what's going on here. They're all in Venice at the premiere of their film, Don't Worry, Darling. Chris, in his seat, appears to have a reaction to something as Harry approaches and takes his seat. The internet went in, analyzing every frame, and rumors spread.
Now you see, if you look at that bit again, I'll just rewind it a bit more. Have a look at it.
And in.
Hang on. Let's do it again.
The internet went in.
Yeah. So actually, if you see what he does there, Harry Styles, with the very poor man's Harry Hill elongated shirt collars. Where the fuck does this guy get his fashion taste from? Oh my God. It does look like he spat on Chris Pine, didn't he? Because Chris is like, what? So, what the hell was going on there? Now, in case you don't know, Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles are meant to be having an affair. They had an affair on the set, allegedly, of this film. I don't know what it's got to do with Chris Pine. I'm pretty sure Chris Pine has his own girlfriend or fiance in real life, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Now, there was a review that I'd seen, and I can't find it now, but basically what they said was like Harry Styles lacks any kind of charisma on the screen with Florence, pew, 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 you know, an established actress, and apparently she's really terrific in the film, which I'm not surprised about, but she seems to be picking films where the female character has to be the center of it all, has to have a motivation, like an anti-patriarchy type of message, which I kind of really hate. But yeah, the thing, I've got to blame Christopher Nolan for this, because he cast Harry Styles in Dunkirk. And I know when he appeared on the screen, people are thinking, why is this guy in a movie? I understand why Nolan cast him, because he's going to appeal to a wider demographic. But I just sat there thinking, I don't get the performance of Harry Styles. He's not really doing anything that makes me go, yeah, he's a pretty good actor. Like Mick Jagger, who I mentioned before. Mick Jagger, man. All right, man. You know, he was a mediocre to fair actor, I suppose. And yeah, I don't know why anybody would think that if you're a talented singer, like Harry Styles is, it doesn't mean to say it's going to translate into you becoming a phenomenal actor. It doesn't mean that at all. Whereas someone like Bradley Cooper, when he was in The Star Is Born, he managed to make that transition temporarily from being a phenomenal actor to a pretty phenomenal singer. Why that guy doesn't make any albums, I don't know, man. He's probably a bit, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you a special news bulletin from the heart of Gina Carano's bosoms. Unfortunately, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, bloody hell, look at this. I've just seen this Pinocchio. Oh my God, we got a break here for a second, guys. Wow. Holy shit, man. Wow. 31% from the Rotten Tomato people, 43% from the audience. Oh boy, let's check this out quickly. My God, wow. Ooh, Wow. All in all, if you like the 1940 Disney version of Pinocchio, just watch that one. Ultimately, Pinocchio is little more than superfluous fluff from a movie studio with a legendary past of telling much better stories. More than anything, I'm confused as to what the filmmakers actually wanted to do with this material. There's no new take, no new angle, no clear takeaway from this version. So all we get is a wooden shell, knock knock, who's there? Oh my god, Robert Zemeckis, what have you done to yourself? Oh my god, I had to bring that one into the mix. So, before I go, guys, I just want to show you this trailer very quickly for Don't Worry Darling. I'm just going to show you quick snippets so Warner Brothers doesn't snip my manhood off with a copyright claim.
The one thing they ask of us is to stay here, where it's safe.
Yeah, so you kind of get the drift already, like they're bored housewives in the 1950s. The men are involved in this project to do with the Da Vinci. It's the Da Vinci project. Some top secret space mission or cult type thing that's going on. I don't know. And the thing is, when you watch the trailer, the cinematography looks amazing. The tone of the film looks pretty good. And then you read that it's another mediocre feminist woke propaganda film. I'm not going to go and watch it. I'll probably wait for it to come out on, the usual download sites. And then I'll watch it in the comfort of my own home. So, folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you leave a like below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that share button. And if I were you, and if you were me, I would check out the next video.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it!